Hello, everybody. Welcome to a critically average adventure. And after a short hiatus, we're back with this little underground horror that we like to call Out of the Cold. It's a D&D 5e campaign that I'm playing with my friends, and these are my friends. Hello, everybody. Last time we saw our adventuring heroes, they had found the they'd reached a peak of the main mountains, and they had seen across a plain of some sort of crazy undead experiment to make flesh golem blob things, using beasts, capturing souls and humans and lumps of flesh from wherever else in the world and combining them to make these horrible beasts. They had decided that the route above ground was not the one to take, and they went underneath. Underneath has brought them along a fracture beneath this plain that leads to the Lich's lair. And whilst they were proceeding along, they found the sort of they came across the base of one of these mixing pots of flesh and sinew, and they had could feel movement with inside, sense movement with inside, like the things were birthing or becoming aware or able to move. However, quietly seeping out from the rock behind them, from the very strata, were fossilized fingers, and from those fossilized remains, a spirit of an undead T-Rex had drifted out behind them and swiped at their paladin Ijara and given them some serious boops. And Rook had then used Sentinel to whack-a-mole them. And we're in about a 15-foot wide corridor, with a kind of peaked roof like this, but kind of all slanted and kind of cracked in the strata, like you're walking through a fracture in the earth, of this black sort of gloss rock, like a basalt kind of thing going on here. And we are in initiative order now. First in this order is our friend Rook. Rook, you are first in this, and then it's Arden next.
Well, if it's okay with you, good DM, I would very much like to rage.
You have my permission.
Thank you kindly. And then I would like to recklessly, two-handedly swing Captain Smashy and boop this Tyrannosaurus Rex zombie skeleton, whatever the hell it is, on the nose.
On the nose. Oh, you're gonna jump up, but you might do because it's a huge creature.
Well, wherever I can boop said creature with a hammer with a lot of force, I would care to do so there.
You seriously just went, "Excuse me, sir."
Excuse me, sir. Bonk.
Excuse me, sir. Boop. Let's have a Captain Smashy boop.
Oh, that is a 19 to hit.
Okie dokie. That hits.
Beautiful. Those D10s. 200. That is 14 bludgeoning damage. And then 8 radiant damage for 4.
8 radiant. Oh, you can double that, boy.
I can double that. That will be 16 then, please. Because of my divine fury.
Okay.
Divine spell.
Oh, yeah, I can attack again, can't I? Because I have to double attack.
Yeah.
Was it 18 for that? Was it 18?
18 radiant. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then, yeah, I'm going to swing again, rather recklessly.
Okay.
Oh, that's 2 13s in a row. That is 21 to hit.
Both of those are hits. Well, the previous one and this one is a hit, yes.
12 bludgeoning. And my Divine Fury doesn't go onto this one, does it?
No, it's only on the first attack, I believe.
Yeah, first attack of the turn. So yeah, that was 12 bludgeoning, and
Okay.
that's me.
As you hit it with the main damage seems to come from that radiant light that spews out from your divine fury. As you actually hit it, there's not very much to hit. You kind of pass a lot of your energy through it as you swing.
Okay.
Up next is Arden. So your bonus action. Are you going to move? You've moved into melee. Are you 10 feet away, or are you 5 feet away at this point? Swinging. You got reach on this one, George. Oh, sorry, Rook.
Oh, sorry. I am. I think because I can get within 10. Yeah, so I can be within 10 feet to hit.
Oh, yeah,
because of my long limbs. Yeah, I'm 10 feet.
Yeah, that's sweet. So you got a space between you and it at the moment. Okay. Arden, yours. I think you're about 15 feet away in this order, I think, as we were marching down the tunnels.
Okie dokie. Yeah.
Just had a recap of the video earlier.
Yeah. I'm just gonna run in and follow up with Rook's example.
Mm-hmm.
And go smash as much as I can.
Okay.
Against an undead T-Rex. Like I don't know where to punch an undead T-Rex, but I'm gonna try.
Go for it.
Maybe somewhere along the ankles, which is probably where I'm about, where I'm at height wise.
Just going for the Achilles tendons.
Yeah. Fighting a T-Rex, Jesus Christ.
Not just your average T-Rex.
Nope.
That's not a hit, I'm afraid.
Nope. Definitely nope.
That's not a hit, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that was a natural one. I rolled a 2 and a 1. What the hell? For God's sake. I'm going to use key point to flurry of blows. Yeah, literally. I'm guessing not.
No. Oh, so can you do us a D100 for your natural one though, please, Arden?
Yeah, and then finally the last attack would have been a 25 to hit. I will roll a D100 for you.
Let's see what happens, because it might affect the
final strike. 50.
50. Okay. When you go in and swing at the creature, it's able to make an attack upon you.
Okay.
As part of its reaction. So let's get that out of the way, and then we'll go with the other bit. So what is it gonna do? Yeah. Okay, so 25 to hit.
Yep. Oh God.
Are you ready for this?
Oh
no.
I can do like 30 damage, and that's a cat.
It's painful.
Go for it.
Twenty-seven
27
points
of
piercing damage.
Oh no.
Okay.
As you go on in, you go to punch it, and it comes down, and its ethereal teeth like pierce into and through your body, and you are You are medium or smaller, so you are grappled and you are restrained.
Oh no.
You are in its mouth and you are lifted bodily off the floor.
Oh no.
You're inside the mouth of an
Um,
undead T-Rex, my
um,
friend.
So my blast attack doesn't even happen then, does it? Because I'm
No,
restrained.
because you're restrained, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Okay.
Um,
Um,
hold on. Maybe I can
Help.
try something.
I'm in danger.
Yeah. What's
um,
your AC again?
Like
My
20 now?
80, 20.
Yeah, it's 20? Yeah.
20.
Okay. As my reaction, could I use silvery bobs, please?
Okay. How
Basically,
hate
to
that
manifest this?
so the description say I'm magically distract the triggering creature and make it re-roll and has to use the lower roll.
Oh, for the attack?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if that even happens.
Oh.
Rewind time. Do I have to use the new roll?
The lower one, yes.
The lower roll. Okay, because it's a good thing I didn't have to use the second roll because I was a nat 20.
Oh, fuck.
So, yeah, so it happens, Arden.
It's
You
all
are
right.
in its
Nat
goal.
20's been burned then. That's
Yeah.
it. We're burning those Nat 20s. It's fine.
Celia makes me doing that. Nyala's silvery bars manifest. You think you
Who are you
kind of
giving
found
advantage
that
to?
moment in time for a second, but it doesn't quite kick in.
Ah,
It is
Who are you giving
dive.
advantage to?
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
someone
second
gets
part of the
advantage.
spell.
Nyala,
sorry.
someone else gets advantage with silvery barbs.
Who are you giving it to?
When you cast silvery barbs, you take the energy from somebody at one's roll and give it to somebody else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you could either give it to Ruck to do more damage, you could give it to Arlen and then he has a chance to escape.
Give it to Arden. Rook has advantage on attacks anyway.
Yeah, that was what I'm thinking about. It does say ability check and saving throw, so yeah.
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 Do it Arlen. Do it
I was a
Arlen.
bit worried about that.
Okay, perfect. Okay, you got to take this thing down quick. I'm telling you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't even
so-
hit it.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that was 3 attacks, dude. That was miserable. That was
I
Half
thought
my
you had
health's
4.
gone and it hasn't even had a turn yet.
You don't have 4? Or come on,
it
what
is the
happened?
creature's turn.
Oh no.
Oh,
I
God.
thought we went.
We're in danger.
Rook,
Yes,
it steps up to you into your range.
I thought it's a truck.
This is a new round, Rook. So
Yep.
do you get your sentinel on that if it moves within your attack range or just moves into?
So Sentinel, when you hit a creature
If
with
it-
an opportunity attack, speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn. Creature provokes opportunity if they even if they take disengage, and when a creature within 5 feet makes an attack at a target that's not you, I can use my reaction to attack it.
Okay. Cool. Well, it will. It's going to attack you. So it's going to roll.
It gets advantage because I'm reckless.
I know.
Honestly, Rook's probably the best person to just.
So the first one is
Oh wait, can it bite if it has Ardent Grapple in his mouth?
no. It comes down with a claw. 23 to hit.
Yeah,
The little baby claw. The
that'll
little baby
hit.
claw right there.
My strong hand.
That's 11.
11. Is that
Hold on.
what type?
Yeah, I'm just getting it. 11, 15 slashing, which you'll take half of.
So 8.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to
18
do.
to hit
18 just hits, yes.
on your armor class. Okay.
Oh, you don't have your shield out.
No, because I'm just swinging two-handed.
6 slashing damage.
Is that already
That's,
half?
Reduced?
that's with it halved. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
And then it will lash out to whoever's within 10 feet, which I think is going to probably be Bishop.
I have no idea where I was in the order, so.
Yeah, I think. Oh, and maybe it'd be Nyala actually, because
I was near Auden.
Yeah,
What about Ojara?
She was like at the very
Ijara was
front.
Ijara's right in there, so maybe Ijara. Yeah,
Yeah, Ojara was the
Rook-
closest.
yeah,
She was the
I
first
think that
person.
would make sense.
Damn, you're just
I'm
gonna
with you.
throw Jara under the bus like
No,
that?
No, I'm just saying Ojara was there. Ojara was
I'm
there
with
at the
you. I'm
front.
with you on it. I'm so following where you're going with this. That's fine.
Regardless of who it attacks, I would like my sentinel.
Sure. Yeah, you
Thanks.
will get. 29 to hit.
Fucking
Oh.
hell!
Oh,
Nice.
all right. Luke, Arden, this is a question I'm gonna ask you because you could potentially die here.
Yeah, I really do.
So do you want me to use my right with the fact knowing that if you attack it, you could take damage?
I don't know what that means. I've no idea. You do what you're gonna do, mate.
Do you,
Is-
bro? Do you?
You do you.
All right.
You do, Bishop.
As long as you
I-
keep missing, as long as you dodge and don't really hit it,
You do
you're
Bishop,
fine.
and Arden will do
right.
Arden. I haven't got a clue. I'm not gonna meta that shit. What will be will be. Okay? I have no idea what hocus pocus bullshit you have on Arden right now. Okay?
Technically,
And neither does Arden.
So it
technically
comes
you
down with the 2 claws and
don't.
backs into
you
Rook.
do. When we
Uh,
were fighting, wait, he technically did take damage from anything after that, so he technically won't. Damn it.
So the 2 claws come swishing into and through Rook's body, tearing at like almost through his skin and then into the organs inside. Then the tail sweeps round and slams Ijara against the wall of this place. And she's battered against
How's
it
she
quite
looking?
severely. She's looking pretty crap, to be honest.
Guys.
All right. God damn it! I don't want to use it, but I'm gonna have to.
I'm going to do my opportunity.
Yes,
if that's
please
all right,
do
Pete.
your thing.
Oh, that is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
We should have gone up. That would have been so much easier.
Yeah, let's take on an army of Gloomstalkers versus one.
I want my
15
Gloomstalker.
bludgeoning.
I'm gonna take it.
Bludgeon, is it magical? Because you're using your magical thing, isn't it?
I don't know if it counts as magical. Bear with
You're
me.
using Captain Smashy, so
Captain Smashy is a +1 weapon, isn't it?
yeah.
No, it's a normal
No, it's
one.
just a normal Warhammer.
Oh, it's not magical then.
No, yeah, he's not magical because the magic comes from within.
His face, yeah, his face, and
Sorry, what
whenever it's
what
gaining
was the damage again, please, Rick?
15, 1-5.
It's 8.
He means 50, 5
Yeah,
0.
yeah, I mean 50.
He critted on that, Pete.
Right. It is Ijara gets slammed into the wall and she stands up and she's like, "Yeah, but not like you lizard." And she'll stand up and she will like look pretty peeved. She is
Oh
feeling
damn! Am I low? Am I really low on the initiative? So wait, how was the initiative? It was
Rook, Arden,
Arden.
Beast, Ijara, you, Nyala. Yeah, because you when you did the initiative, you actually went like 13, like it was a question when you said it out. So, what does she do? What does she do? What does she do? Oh, so tough. Okay.
Can't say I'm a big fan of how this headset makes my hair look. That's okay. It looks like flat. I don't know. Not a big fan of it. She can hear herself, can't she? Does she have the bang on hands or something?
Yes, that's what she's doing. That's what we're looking at. Like I'm dithering whether I've got a heal. So she
Yeah,
will
heal.
she's gonna lay on hands, and she healed you guys a bit, so she's not got that full pull there. When you rested last time.
Just dump everything in her feet.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna do. So that's the action, confirm, and she's battered away by the tail. So oh no, don't give yourself inspiration, that's not right. Heals by 20 hit, not 200, 20 hit points.
Jara becomes a literal tank.
She evolves.
That's why I want Black Razor so bad.
What's this? Iljara is evolving.
I started playing the new one yesterday, and I'll tell you what, it's pretty good.
I haven't played any of them since Sapphire.
Oh,
Really.
they
Wow.
finally announced Dragon Age Dread Wolf, and I'm super fucking excited for that. Because I played first, second, and third with all their DLCs.
And what will she do?
I'm ready for the Dread Wolf one.
She
But
can't
they
bonus
announced
action.
80s too.
Hmm.
I'm so fucking happy about it.
Phew. Oh, you know,
Hello?
she would have got her when it attacked you, Rick, because
Mm,
she's got Polar Master.
okay.
Actually, when I got on that attack.
Yeah.
Does she use a poem?
What she got equipped? She's got a lance.
Oh,
That's two-handed, if I remember correctly.
it's a polar. It counts as a polar.
Yeah, true. What is
Yeah.
that, like a D10 or a D12?
That's a D12. So she will whop him one as well with that opportunity attack in there. Weep.
Come on.
Oh, Jara, nice.
Not 20p?
No, that
That
was
cool?
a 19 plus 7.
Ah.
So close,
Gee.
close. Not quite that. Not quite the biscuit. Let's go, Jara. 14. There we go. So she kind of, as it attacks Rook, she swings out. She gets battered against the wall. She stands up. She puts her hand across her chest and heals herself. And she will try and use her movement to get behind it. So she will kind of strafe round or roll round it.
Flanking?
To get some flanking, yeah. Oh. Now here's a question. I don't know. Can you pump Divine Smite into a reaction?
You can just Divine Smite any attack.
Yeah.
As long as it's an attack that hits, I think you can Divine Smite it.
Yeah. It says when you hit with a melee attack, you can expend one spell slot. Yeah. So with that hit, she's going to spell one spell slot and put an extra 2d8s.
Wouldn't it be another D8 because it's undead?
It'll be 2d8 and then doubled because it's vulnerable.
Oh.
So it's not 3D8?
Why would it be 3d8?
Because it's undead, isn't it?
Yeah, but hold on. Oh, does it get an extra dice if it's
The
a
damage increases by 1d8 if the target is a undead or fiend. So it's 3d8.
Oh, yeah, 3d8. There we go. So perfect.
Yeah.
3d8 doubled.
Yeah, 3d8.
Yeah.
We need all the help we can get.
I just love paladins so much.
Right? So great.
I prefer spellcasters. But
I prefer
I
I prefer
miss
warlocks.
6.
Paris. I never fucking liked them. And
I
the
think-
fact that I'm the one that romanced them as well, or some shit in Ares.
That was
One
amazing.
shot
are you doing what?
in Ares one shot when I was like stuck with him for the what was it?
The
The
speed dating.
Speed dating.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god,
Oh
that
my
was
God,
so
yeah.
funny when I was speed
And
dating.
you got
Dean,
Paris.
like,
I was hoping for it. I was literally hoping anyone but Paris, anyone but Paris, and then I got Paris. Like, fuck.
but I don't know. It was the weirdest thing. Like me and B pretended to be other people and then speed date each other. It was like,
Oh,
what is
you're-
Mind
happening?
you, I brought the list to this.
Oh
a
yeah.
fucking succubus to
And
a drinking
George's
party.
little howling character. I've just come for the company.
No, but
It
like-
was
like
just so amazing. Like this
Grandad Owl.
yeah, completely not interested in anything apart from.
Just want some companionship.
Oh yes, what a fascinating.
Oh yes. If I remember rightly, he spoke a little bit like this.
He did indeed. He was most gentle. So yeah, the Ijara kind of dives and rolls and kind of ends up behind the creature. So she is down the other end of the corridor, effectively from where you folk are. It is your go, Bishop.
First things first, activate my Right of the Dawn.
Boop.
So I take 1d6 damage. And that is 1. The best number I could have gotten.
Oh no.
Nice. Low
That's
damage.
the best number I could have gotten. That's
Right.
the damage I take.
Yeah.
Oh.
Activating the right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you just see me. What weapon do I have on me? Oh, I'll take my great sword out. Oh wait, is that better? The lowest I can get is a 4. That's the lowest I can get is a 5. Ew. Yeah, I'm gonna take the great sword out. So you just can I move to a place where I'm flanking with Ijara so I can get advantage? So it's behind, it's strapped to my back as I pull it out, it goes across my neck as it covers
Ooh.
in brilliant moonlight radiance.
Mhm.
As I go ahead and use
That's
the momentum with that to strike down and then back up to do 2 strikes.
It's just the most gentle nick. He managed just to
So
hit you.
cool.
That was 15 for the first hit.
Nope.
For the second hit is a 18.
Did you roll that with advantage? The first one.
Yep.
18 is a strike. Yeah, a hit.
Is 18 the lowest we rolled so far for hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the lowest so far.
18 is the lowest that's hit so far. So yeah, I'm
Okay.
guessing the AC is 18.
So I do 10 points of slashing, and I also do 2d6 points of radiant because it is undead. Terrible. 5 points of radiant, that doubles to 10. And I believe that's all I can do. Cause I had to turn off my torch, but I can still see because of my right. And yeah, I think that's it for now.
You just run forwards. The first strike kind of just misses as it steps back and sees this new combatant enter the fray. Just moves its great big hefty back leg just away from you, out of your reach, and you slash up with the second one, catching it beneath its undead ethereal stomach and cut in with this radiance. It roars as it as you cut up through its ethereal form. Nyala.
Wait, is it an Arthurstone?
No, it's your turn.
No, you're the last one.
It's my
Yeah,
turn.
right.
Oh my god.
Chain lightning. Kills us all.
I mean, I don't know. It seems to
Fireball.
resist physical damage unless it's magical. So
That seems
Oh
the
yeah,
case.
my weapon becomes magical when I activate my rank.
yeah.
Oh, so you need to add another 5 onto that then, don't I?
Sorry.
Because Bishop's weapon turns magical. It's
When I
magical
activate my
slashing.
rank. Yeah.
Magical slashing damage.
No, this isn't a lot of pain. Hurry up, guys. Ow.
Coming.
Seriously,
Coming.
Oh, my
Just
legs
his
are
bare
killing
legs.
me.
Oh, but can we still see him? Do we just like?
You can see him through the creature.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can see a giant ethereal slimy tongue like trying to ingest Arden.
No.
Due to Arden.
But oh god! I really need
Um,
Arden not to hit it,
um,
not to land any hits.
This is the first time you've been
I must be
eaten.
immune to charm, so I can't use hypnotic gaze. Fuck it. Okay. Firebolt, I guess. I
Fireball.
don't even know if it counts as magical fire or not.
Of course it will. Any magic.
Oh, okay.
It's not a hit.
Oh.
No, misses.
I mean, I don't know. Would you consider because technically I'm on its back.
The ranged attack.
It's a ranged attack, you wouldn't get advantage, only if it was. No, you wouldn't.
Okay, I tried. So
I tried.
She just walks out.
oh wait, no.
No, no. Fuck this.
Oh
I'm
no,
out.
I'm stupid. I'm stupid because my staff actually does give me a +2. So that's a 15 hits.
No.
Okay.
There's a 15 hit of giant undead T-Rex.
It has to be 18 or higher so far.
Yeah.
18 or higher.
So for my bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to use telekinetic shot, but not on the T-Rex.
Gonna make me literally, you're gonna shred me at the moment. This thing's
You're gonna
I
try and
don't know.
pull Arden out of its mouth, yeah?
It could work.
gonna hurt.
Yeah, you're just gonna like scrape him
Go
off
on.
against his back and stomach.
It could.
It's gonna hurt, but at least I'll be out.
Yeah, that's a good place to be. Right, so it's a strength. So this is the creature trying to hold on to Arden in its mouth versus your spell save DC, yes?
Like trying to pull the chew toy away from the dog. Like they don't let go easily.
Sorry, natural 20.
Fuck. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Feel this
Sorry.
force upon
He
your
goes
body.
in even
Not
deeper
helping.
now. It's like
I'm doing my best, okay?
Right, it's Rook's
Stop
go.
doing your best, please.
Oh, it's me.
Please refrain from doing your best. It's painful.
Once again, I'm going to recklessly boop this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So close. So close. 19 plus stuff.
Yeah.
I can't add +8 to save my life. Yeah, 19 plus stuff.
27.
Thank you. That's the badger.
That's the badger. It's best to say that in a very broad Cornish accent.
That's the badger.
That's a badger.
That's badger.
Actually, it's a T-Rex.
Shut up. 14 blue ginning. Oh, that's good. That is 10 double to 20 radiant. And then have a guess what I'm gonna do.
Do another one.
I'm going to do the exact same thing again.
Natural 20. Yeah.
Comes.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Fuck it up.
So,
Here it comes.
double dice, is it?
Yeah, we would say yeah.
Yeah. I always forget.
Roll or double the dice, whichever you prefer.
Yeah. We're easy here. We're not sticklers for rules.
Mm.
We're just about having fun.
It works
Mhm.
out roughly the same anyway.
So, modifier is just standard, isn't it?
Yeah, modifier doesn't get doubled. We haven't been playing
20.
for 2 years at all.
Just shut up. 21 bludgeoning.
Mhm.
And oh shit, I don't get divine.
No, you don't.
Bastard. But yeah, 21 bludgeoning.
This time
That's
that
why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
your Captain Smashy swings through this creature, you start pulling some of its ectoplasmic force away, like its shape away, and you think you're actually like you guys together are doing something to this creature. It's starting to like kind of seep back into the rock part of it, like and it just seems to be like becoming less substantial within this space.
Woo, go
As
team!
I kind
Ow.
of land that second blow, I'm gonna kind of just like roar at it as in like a come and hit me. I'm hurting you.
Let's have a intimidation roll then. See if I can let that be like a bonus or like a free action.
Can it be with strength instead of charisma? Natural 20? Natural 20? Two
Aye.
natural 20s in a row. Show
No,
us that. Show it.
no
Show
bullshit.
Nice.
Nice.
So,
Cool.
can you see that? 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of blow
For
tornadoes through,
total of 24.
and it like as much as it can make a sound without having a physical gullet, and it also has an ardent in its
With
mouth.
an ardent in his mouth.
It is now Ardent's go.
Please just get out though, attack.
You have advantage on getting out.
He does?
If I
Um,
have a roll, why not
Yes,
even
you do.
have a roll?
Oh yeah.
You can roll, and I'm going to say you can use. It doesn't actually say what we can have to use.
Well,
on this
with a grapple, you can use
it's always strength
it's usually
athletics.
or you can use acrobatics to escape a grapple, I believe.
Yeah, I think we're going to you do it exactly like a grapple because you are grappled
Okay.
and restrained, but we'll just use the grapple bit. Yeah,
So I've got advantage. Have I been
yeah,
told?
because of Nyala's magical powers.
Nice. So the first one is an 18,
Ah!
and the second one is a 26.
You were out on the first roll. You wiggle your way out, and somehow maybe some of that ectoplasmic saliva allows you to lubricate yourself out of this creature's mouth, and
Dino.
dino lube, and you drop to the floor below, landing like your monk-like self with a 26, and right on your feet. But you are miserably pained. What do you do?
I can't tell what's blood and what's goo. Oh.
Oh, I like to think the color involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not going to be like red goo.
It all mixes together.
Oh, yeah.
and it's
Oh,
just,
I don't like it when it mixes. It's just fine if it's separate.
Why is my blood glowing?
you're
And this thing?
What would you like to do, Van Arden? You are right in there.
Right. Fuck's sake. Seeing them use their radiant awesomeness. Would it count as a bonus action if I took a flask of holy water and just like crushed it in my hand and then rubbed my fist together and went to town?
I will let this happen because I think this is badass.
Okay, cool. So
Like you would be
no.
drinking a potion, but you just.
Yeah, just like, yeah.
So now
Holy
your
water,
attacks count as
smash.
radiant attacks, whatever you do. So it's
Bang,
radiant
bang,
and
bang.
bludgeoning.
Nice. So let's try this again, shall we?
Yeah, let's actually try and get a hit, shall we?
Nope.
Luke.
Oh, thank God.
What are you
Nope.
rolling?
Oh my
Huh?
god.
Point.
You can be upset all you want. I'm just happy.
Didn't hit.
Both of
Key
them.
point.
Badass. Slip over on the goop. Nope.
And then
And I rolled a
doing that
4
little
both
dance
times.
before you fall.
Okay.
2 4s. Dice are not liking me today.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Is there anything else you'd like to do with the bonus
Just
action?
feel
Oh, you need
like
bonus
just
action.
an irritation just patting on its ankle. Oh,
You
fuck.
just made basically you just made yourself a little bit wetter. That's all you've done with
Yeah.
your turn.
Just
You've made yourself slightly
bit of
damp.
hand sanitizer.
Right, before I deal with this, let's go. Holy hands.
Washed off the goop. Okay, here we go. Right.
Okay.
For fuck's sake.
Arden is
Arden.
really having a really bad day.
Yeah. He's just been eaten by a dinosaur. Right, it's gonna attempt to
By
Rook,
Arden again. And I think,
Rook has intimidated it. So it's gonna
oh.
focus its attacks here, which means it's gonna make an attack. This first attack is gonna be a miss with a 10 to hit. Second attack is gonna be a miss with an 8 to hit. Third attack. It misses again with a 13 to hit. So it comes in with its great big claws, swipes at Rook, comes in again with the other side, swipes at Rook, opens its mouth in fury that it hasn't got a snack, comes down, goes to bite, and you just dash out of the way. Or did you just bop it back out of the way?
No, so
You are what you eat.
what I'm kind of like envisioning for this is it goes like a bite and I just stick Captain Smashy in the mouth.
Oh, yeah.
It's like ah.
And it like bites down on it, and maybe there's like a little bit of residual radiant in it, and it kind of like zaps it off like a cattle prod. Yeah, like so yeah, all three of its attacks miss on Rook there. Oh, that was
Fuck you, T-Rex.
that was
Fuck you, Rexy.
a terrible round for Arden, but an equally terrible round for myself as a DM. So Ijara, Lapchon, let's go. Right, who's looking miserable? Arden. Really miserable. So she'll
How much HP do you have?
what will they do?
Back in the
Oh,
30s, right?
okay.
At least.
They've got wound. They've only got cure wounds.
I'm at more than half.
You what?
Oh.
Okay. They are going to
Because I had temporary hit points.
Oh, nice.
So I'm
I still
okay.
have so much health left.
What you at? What you at, my man?
I am at 95.
Oh, you're great. Yeah.
Literally like not even 10% gone.
they will
I'm at 57.
they are gonna I think they're just gonna attack. They are gonna go in
Not bad.
with
I'm good.
their
I can take another hit. Or 2.
Yeah, don't say that.
But not 3. So, you know.
Don't say that.
DM, you heard him. He could take all 3.
No.
He can take all 3 hits.
Shut up.
Missing his second
Nat 20
strike.
for all three.
Nat 20,
And
nat
that's like,
20, nat 20. Three nat 20s in a row.
Right.
And just
And I was
straight
like,
up
oh,
dies.
God.
Shut up.
Like, no save or anything, just straight up dies.
Yara charges
Yeah.
in and swipes frantically with this with her lance. No hits land on the creature at all. They seem to pass nearly straight through its etherealness.
We're not having a good time hitting this thing.
No, we are
Well,
not.
You're not.
It
And
is
I have a 50-50 chance.
Bishopsgate.
2 attacks straight off the bat.
Come on.
Am I still flanking?
Yes, is Yara still at the behind?
Yes. Okay.
She's
First
just trying to
hit
get that
is a
tail.
natural 19,
Yeah.
and second hit is a 12. So
No.
I'm 50-50 for me. I got it. So it is 11 points of slashing with 8 points of radiant, double to 16. And as a bonus action, has it been moving a lot? Like,
No, it's pretty much stays still and just reached round. Its tail seems to have a great reach.
would I know if undead have resistance to necrotic just in general?
You might do from your background, from where you've been training. You would probably realize they would be resistant. I think it would.
Now here's the thing, I can make it take 88 necrotic damage for every attack it does for, wait, what? It takes 28 necrotic damage if it takes more than 1 attack on its turn. Now, is that worth it here? That's the question. No, I'm not gonna use it. No, that's it. That's it. It's not worth using right now. Because I already have a limited supply of those.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it. That's it for my turn.
It's Nyala.
It is my turn. Oh fuck.
So have that nat 20, Nyala. Come on.
You know what I'm gonna do?
No. That's why
Actually, something useful.
let's hear it.
For once.
I
Burn.
It is useful. I am going to cast protection from evil and good
Okay.
Ooh.
on Rogue.
You got that as a wizard.
That's pretty sick, to be fair.
That means you
What does
are
that do?
protected from undead.
Basically, it
Oh,
means
sick.
that it has disadvantage on all attacks against you.
So that would make it just
And you
straight
cannot
rolls.
be charmed,
straight roll.
frightened, or possessed.
Oh, wait, hang on. Pete, the attacks that you were making against me, all 3 should have had advantage.
Because he'd attacked recklessly before.
Because you did reckless. Okay.
did reckless.
So roll them.
Oh, no.
I've just remembered that.
Oh, you're raging, right? Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
It's fight, man.
First one is a hit with a 21.
Yep.
Second one is a miss.
Okay.
Third one is a 20.
Yep, both hit.
Okay, so for the first attack, which is with a claw,
Mhm.
that is that's 11 slashing damage, which will take half of.
6.
Yeah, let's call it that. And then it is one. My brain. 38
What?
Is
piercing
that already
damage.
cast?
That's not halved. That's 38 piercing damage.
Oh,
to
okay.
him. So
16.
that is 15, 19
19.
piercing
There.
damage.
Oh, I can't do math.
And you are in its gob
Grappled and
and restrained.
restrained.
That's fine.
The second one gets you up. And Nyala,
Mhm.
you now have cast protection from evil and good.
And these Rook took out its most dangerous part.
If
The
you're
jaw.
in its mouth, it's less dangerous, but you have to be
Hmm.
in its mouth. That is, we are back round to that round of Diruk.
So what save do I need to do?
It is a grapple, so it's a strength or an strength athletics
Yeah, fine.
Or acrobatics.
Happy
or an
with that.
acrobatics.
With advantage because you're raging.
Yeah, you got the rage on.
23, and I get straight roll because I do still have a level of exhaustion.
Okay, you're out.
But 23.
You break its out of its jaws. Put me down.
Now I wonder what I'm gonna do.
Let's have it.
I just like to imagine the rook
Is the
like
hold on?
being
Is the roll
just
at the beginning of your
on.
turn or at the end of your turn?
Yeah, because isn't that like an action or something? Take it out.
It can make it on its turn, beginning of its turn.
Beginning.
Actually, the
Okay,
stat
good.
block is
I
written
was going to
very
say
poorly.
because I did it at the beginning of my turn and I still had a turn. So.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
We'll read it like that because it doesn't actually say when it's grappled to, or can we repeat the same? It does
Yeah,
not say, and it's because it's an action to escape the grapple.
Hmm.
It's not really a saving throw actually, but never mind. We're on it that it is a saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, I just like to imagine like rook getting trapped in this, and it's just like him like
Just
opening the claws.
Technically,
Like,
we would have probably taken one of your attacks, Arden. We should have.
Yeah. Well, it didn't
No,
matter
you didn't hit anyway. So
Yeah.
Nothing.
I'll say it's one of your attacks to get out. So
Okay.
you got a single attack, all right?
I've got wet hands.
So
You sound so sad.
so
Damn.
so an 18 to hit it.
Yes,
And obviously this one gets radiant.
it does indeed.
So I'm going to like, as I said, kind of like push it like the mouth up with one hand, kind of just take Captain Smashy. As I jump out, conk it on the head for a total of woohoo 15, 16, 17 bludgeoning and 8 radiant, double to 16.
Okay.
And again, I'm going to scream in its face.
Yeah, and it is still mainly focused on you. You seem to have drawn its ire, Rook. Even though it was hoping for a delicious hairy snack, it's not achieved that goal. It is Arden, your turn, my friend.
Okay.
Right. And fuck it. Let's have another go. Got to hit eventually, right?
Yeah.
One eternity later.
I take some deep breaths and try to compose myself, rubbing the radiant oils into my hands, and I go for a third round of attacks against it. $16.
Yes.
16 to hit. Oh, fuck. Okay. That's
16
one.
hits. Okay, shit. Good.
Finally.
I was off by one. I'm done. Okay.
Right, so that's 7 magical bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
What am I rolling for my? Was it D8s? I was rolling for my radiant.
Yeah.
4 radiant damage,
Doubled.
doubled
Eight.
to 8.
Okay.
Right. Second attack. 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Oi!
Come on, this is more like it, boy.
Here we go.
7 magical bludgeoning damage.
And can you do me a wet hand damage?
Well, wet hand. Fuck's sake. 6
Well-
radiant damage, doubled to 12.
Yeah. Arden, your fury and your
Just
damn
like,
hands. How does this look? Tell me how you end this beast.
oh, yay. Vengeance is mine. I'm going. This is gonna be over the top, but I'm doing it because fuck it, why
Yeah,
not?
do it. Come on. No,
Um,
you've missed
so
2 rounds of attacks.
I go no. You don't get off easy this time. I jump up onto its nose, into its. I reach one of my like glowing radiant hands, punch through one of its teeth, grab its uvula.
Yeah.
You know, the little dangly bit at the back of its
Yeah.
throat, and I literally rip that out.
Ah.
And I grab like this ethereal little dangly bit at the back of its throat and pull it back out. And as it kind of detaches, it kind of just disintegrates into incorporeal goo.
Yeah.
And I presume it just collapses from.
Yeah. There's this moment where there's like a kind of, it goes from like being see-through to like jelly, and then like just sloshes to the ground, and like in this mass of like liquid ectoplasm that splashes all up the walls.
I'm just stood there in a bit of like furious tension, covered in ectoplasm.
You also take 10 psychic damage.
10 psychic damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a piercing pain comes into the side of your head.
Yeah, it's more like a sharp pain shooting up his spine to the back of his head as it just
Okay.
spreads.
Are you
Right.
down yet?
Are you
Nope.
aware that that happens as a character, Bishop?
Yeah, me, yeah.
Yeah. You know that that is an effect of this thing.
Yeah.
Okay. The tunnels go quiet.
Still don't fully understand what's going on, but
The torch gets put out from the being smothered in goop. It goes dark.
Yeah, I still have my right active. It goes out until I put it out or I
You
go
can
on my weapon.
hear this side of that chamber, that mixing pot that's further back down the corridor. You can hear that kind of the movement, the sloshing, the grinding of bone on stone, and movement within it. And you, just for a moment, you feel like towards the end, the direction that you are heading, you get this kind of just a breeze. And it's strange. It's the first clear smell of just fresh mountain air that you've had for quite some time since you climbed inside the mountain and proceeded your way up through Annie. It's always been musty and dank, and then the smell of dead and corpses has filled your nose all the way through here. But just for a moment, you get a breeze that wafts down straight down that tunnel of just pure clear air, and each of you raise your head to it like it's drawing you along.
I'm gonna kind of step behind Arden, put my hand on his shoulder. Just, it's pretty badass. All right.
yeah, well, a lot of pent-up frustration at the moment.
You want a potion?
Oh, okay. Let's just keep going.
Onwards.
Fellows, do you need like to be like anybody feeling like bad? Like right now? Like unwell? You need me to like heal you to anybody?
I'm all good.
Let's get out of these tunnels first. Let's get ahead and try and find somewhere to. We're running out of time.
Let's go.
Let's go. You proceed down the tunnels for about an hour's trip down through this kind of rocky, broken terrain, squeezing yourself through where it becomes especially narrow and passing weapons and things through to kind of assist each other as you go along this fracture in the earth. And it seems to get progressively thinner and thinner, but you do feel that scent of fresh air getting stronger and stronger and stronger until you see a faint glimmer of light. Like a cat's eye, but like white, kind of split in the darkness. And even those with dark vision see this as like a gleaming sight of hope that you proceed on towards. And you start feeling that cool wind again from being buried in this barren earth, this torn, tortured, cracked earth. You are once able to breathe clean, fresh air from the plains, from the icy tundra of Frohast. You reach the light and you stand on a 10-foot wide plinth. That is the end of where this has split, where the mountain has been shattered from the magical goings on above you. And you look out, and you make out roughly from where you can see the last bit of light that you're headed looking westerly. And all you see is a drop of about 1,000 feet straight down in front of you, sheer and black. And you look out and you see where it hits the ice plain below and flattens out, and then gradually it peters out towards the sea, and you see the cliffs at the far western edge of Frohast. You turn your heads and look up, and you see that roiling cloud above you, gathered at the very peak, maybe a few 100 feet, maybe 100 feet above you. You see the roiling magic, and you see a way up to climb. It's treacherous, but you can make it. You think you've come in at the edge of this layer. You've found like a back door, a way in that might not be so obvious by taking the tunnels beneath. What do you do?
If only I had a snowboard, Pete.
I saw the grin, George. So
I don't know what you're on about.
back in.
I know you.
Yeah.
I know. Don't.
This might be the last chance we get to prepare. We go up those stairs. That's it. That's
Smashing time.
don't think we'll find any point of respite after we are there.
So what are you saying? We sleep here?
Pop up the hut. Have one final.
Nap.
What do you know? I don't even know whether to say a night's rest. Just can't tell what time of day it is up here.
Oh, I know what day it is. What time is it, Pete?
Um,
I know exactly what time it is.
it is.
Ooh.
It's approaching midday.
Midday. It's
Real
almost
time.
noon.
The light is
Yeah, right.
strange. Yeah, the light is strange, so it's playing with your senses.
Yeah, it's almost noon, midday. If you people are thinking to take a rest now.
I don't think we've been sleeping with the right pattern for weeks now. One last rest. And then we push ahead.
Hmm?
Unless
Everything
anybody else
fine
has
yet.
any other.
Okay. Hut's up. You rest.
I'm going to watch for most of it.
You sleep.
So I will just take a short rest.
Okay. Fine. You can make some roll some hit
Ugh.
dice.
My man.
Right.
You've got
Anybody who
exhaustion, bud.
is
Oh,
going to need 2 watches, I'm going to say.
Mhm.
Who's the second watcher?
Oh, I was saying that I will rest for watch for all of it.
Okay. So could you please, while the others rest, and take a long one, everybody?
Let me just roll some hit dice.
While you do those, please reset your stuff, ready for your final confrontation. For your final bit of work.
before we take a long rest, I wanted to take a quick prayer to the Raven Queen.
Mhm.
Hope that everything turns out well and that I could go back to Deacon and to everyone back home.
As your mind drifts back and you think of folks back home, is there anyone particular that you think of?
There's a handful of people. There's Deacon, who basically taught me everything I know.
Who is back at
There's her parents in Kansas, if I remember correctly.
Deacon's in Kansas.
Hopefully he's still there.
Mhm.
There's her parents back home. There's her brother, the older one, and the 2 younger siblings. And then there's literally
Oh, you gone glitch?
Remember, I don't know why I can't do it. Is it better now? Like,
Yeah.
I just have to wait. Yeah, okay.
So yeah, okay, yeah. You kind of think back, and you've been praying to the Raven Queen for some time, and here you feel every now and then you feel as you pray. You know when you breathe in and your chest lifts and it feels so clear, and you can fill your lungs with that
Yeah.
clean, cool air. Every now and then you do that. It's like there's one of them in between your breaths, and it coincides with a lightning crack above you. And as you pray, you feel like your prayers are reaching further at every lightning burst. Like they are not just sitting here within this realm, like they're stretching out, and you almost feel your thoughts traveling into those darker places where the Raven Queen might dwell. And just for a moment, you get a little vision of a crow or a raven of some sort sat upon a tombstone. And it looks down into a grave that has been opened. And in that grave, as it looks down, you kind of go into the vision of the bird. And it kind of scrapes its beak on the edge of the stone. And you feel almost like your beak being sharpened. But then you look down and you see out from this shadowy place into a place of green and quite lustrous countryside. You also see other tombstones and a rather rickety looking house within this portal inside a grave. Rook. Everyone that has long rested, don't do this. Everyone that is Rook, can they please make a perception check, please?
Oops. 16.
As you look out across the plains and kind of make out those distant shores and the great blue beyond, the sea that goes on and drops off the edge of the world as far as you know, you cock your bugbear ear up and look at the roiling clouds above. You hear these bolts of lightning followed by, like, you hear that kind of tearing, ripping sound as they coruscate across this dampened sky. And you've been told by Arden what that manifests. A tearing in the fabric of reality, and black-winged beasts swoop forth from it. What you hear, keening above all this noise, is a reptilian squeal of an animal in pain. Maybe several animals in pain. You hear them squeal and screech above you, high up. And as you look up, you can sort of see the back end of some sort of structure that appears to me, Arden's described it to you, bone and flesh. And you hear it coming from the very tip of the very highest spire.
Beautiful.
Everybody, we are coming up for a quick break. Is everybody ready to have a dose of coffee? And then we'll venture up and on further, shall we?
Sounds good.
Yeah, all right. I'll pause the recording here. We'll come
Oh,
back in a
yeah.
second.
I'll just be
So welcome back to a yawning depths below, roiling clouds of evil magic above. It's out the cold, everybody. What do? You come round from your slumbers, your rests. They're uneasy, but you manage somehow to gather your wits while Rook looks out Rook, you remember, you kind of hear those screechings and sounds and things, and your friends come round.
All sleep all right?
As well as one can around here.
Yes.
Mm.
It's always with one eye open.
You needn't have done that, friend. I had both eyes on the surroundings.
You need to
Call it paranoia.
Understandable. Not much activity out of the ordinary while you slept. Nothing really to report. Except I feel like I know what might help us in the forthcoming days.
Share with us your wisdom.
During your respite, I heard sounds that I've heard somewhat before. They sounded like reptiles of some description. One can only imagine, given the facts we know, that it is the captive dragons.
Well, if we can.
The babies? You heard the babies?
I mean, they didn't sound like babies, but sure.
Rook, make a nature check with advantage with the information you've gained.
17.
You think that this is the call of a dragon. It is much higher pitched than the call of the white dragon that you heard that attacked the city of Kakanzax. These may be younglings, wormlings, something like that.
Retcon that. Yes, I believe that I heard the younglings that white dragon spoke to you of, and
How did they
you little
sound?
baby. They sounded quite like.
Yeah, that's a call for help. Very bad accent, but that's a call for help.
Sorry, my draconic is a bit rusty.
Yeah.
Yes, I can't be sure, but I have a feeling they're at the top of that tower.
Well, that's where we're going.
Mm.
Good then, because that's where we will possibly find allies.
Just trying to understand why they would still hold on to them after all this time.
Maybe needs them for some kind of purpose. What it is, I don't know, but
There's still a lot we don't know.
there is terrible amounts that we don't know, but we need to try and piece things together. We need to figure out why he's keeping these dragons, what he needs them for, if he needs them, or whether he's just trying to keep them as pets.
Do we then need to maybe not go in with the Captain Smashy straight away? I know how much you like the Captain Smashy, but maybe we should know what is going on there first?
Yes, maybe we
I
should
think we
take the stealthy
have a-
approach. Sorry.
Quietly, yes. No, I agree. Let's go in quietly. Let's try and get as much information as we can before we try and take the head off the serpent.
Thus, we don't know
Right.
if said said serpent is capable of, how do I put this, regrowing heads. Could be a case of if we take one, two more take its place. We don't want that. We want to get all the facts before we start lopping heads off. And I know that that's strange for me to say.
Oh. We're also at a point now where we're going to call for help. Now is the time to do it.
Do we
Yes.
want to do it here, though?
But if we do it later on, it might be too late. I don't know how. They're not just going to magically appear out of thin air, are they? They have to get here. They have to. And who are we asking? I've got that pan flute that the Fae people gave me. What else have we got? Who else can we call? Anyone?
I mean, sure.
The best I can do is pray for someone. I know not of any allies that would be able to aid us in this fight, I'm afraid. Unless you
Well,
can.
the Fae will literally have to come through like summoning. So maybe they can come straight away. And then we've also got this. The summoning elemental scroll. So we've got an elemental. Whatever the Fae provides. And then there's magic rock. Whatever that'll
not
do
just a
when we
magic
get. Yes, I know, but you need to get to the portal to the fire plane before that'll be of any use to anybody. So
I can maybe spare some mushrooms. Not sure how much help they'll be, but numbers are numbers. I believe in them.
well, they brought you back to us, so I'm hardly gonna shit on that idea. Right. If we set these things free, then they might just fly away, they might turn on us. We're gonna have to be careful. I'm hoping that if we set these things free, that they'll either turn on the Litch or against their captors, or at the very least, I hope they flee.
If it's anything like the dragon that we fought in Kakanzax, that dragon was being forced to obey the Lich against its will. My thinking is, if one of us goes to that pen, cage, whatever's holding these dragons, scope out what kind of dragons they are. Some dragons can be reasoned with, some dragons are actually quite pleasant.
Well, I presume they're the same in of what we encountered back at Kansas.
One would assume yes, but obviously you can't assume anything these days.
I would have to go.
I also have.
Why
No,
would you have to go?
because I'm the only one here that speaks dragon.
I
That is
also
a
have
good
this.
point.
The frozen heart of the draconic lady.
Why did you bring that here?
Well, if the Dragonborn of Norn, if they worship these dragons, maybe it would mean something to them. Does that make sense?
I mean,
Maybe there's some kind of connection.
They'll
in a
set-
way, but then again, they are younglings.
They would know the smell of their own kind, even at the whiff of just the blood.
I'm not going to even try and understand the way a dragon's mind works. Or the nature or the magic that comes along with it.
So we go up.
We figure it out as we go along, as we always have done.
Okay.
We just know that we must go quietly.
Yeah.
If I had Queenie, I would have to sneak and go on top of the tower, but that idiot called killed.
I can be pretty quiet if anybody wants me to go up front and take
So
a
you
quick look.
can't. Do. Okay. Right. I'm gonna need a group check to get up this and some description of what goes on.
I am going to cast Emboldening Bond. So for the next 10 minutes, Rook, Eljara, and who's probably...
Yourself.
No, I'm pretty good at stealth. So I'm
I have a
thinking
plus is myself, so I would be mostly fine.
you'll be okay, you reckon?
I have a +6.
Okay,
It's fine.
Oh,
right
shit.
then. So Bishop, so Eljara, Rook, and Bishop, you have an Emboldening Bond.
Cool.
I'm go ahead and equip myself with the the climbing kit with
So
stuff. I'm assuming it has like a harness. Fall down this. Who knows how far down it is. You know, make sure I
So
can
let's
catch
have
myself.
some stealth checks from everyone. Now we've got our emboldening wand.
I'm gonna roll a 24 now. I'm also going to cast Guidance on Eljara because I'm aware of her heavy armor sets her back.
So what do I get? A plus.
Oh,
You get 2d4.
oh, shit.
I almost got a nat 1. It's a 13.
24. And that's at dis.
With that, you got me up to 16. Pardon.
All right, well, I got lucky. I got a 16 in total with disadvantage.
You...
Bishop got a 16. Nyala got a 13. I got a 24.
24.
Rook got a 24. And Eljara got what?
16.
16. So, not terrible rolls.
But not great either.
Yeah, well, we've got two 24s in there as well. That's two high successes.
We would like a description of how we climb this sheer face of rock before you reach the actual Bone and Tooth Castle.
Slowly.
Very
Weapons,
slowly.
weapons sheathed, hands out slowly, just like taking our time, well-placed hands,
And you do
supporting each
this,
other, helping each other up in bits and places where we can.
Ijara will run rope
So
between.
with the climbing kit,
Try again.
oh, with the climbing kit, you can
Yeah.
put anchors into the wall so that nobody can fall between a certain amount. I think it's like 15, 20 feet
Yeah, there's pittons or friends
per
that you
anchor.
can expand. They're called friends. They can expand in the slots. Any
I'm
grips.
using my
Mhm.
clothes.
Yeah, and you kind of kitty your way up, and you reach the back of the castle, and you think you have not been noticed, folks. There is no immediate response as you reach the rear of this tower. There is a rough ledge of shaped brick or rock. It is not in a natural form that you stand upon as you reach the top of this steadily climb. The tower itself sits. This ledge is about this is about 15 feet wide, and kind of is in a circle that kind of almost outcrops above the ledge that falls below, the drop below that you've just clambered up. Nyala, can you make a history, please?
A history?
Your history.
Oh god. 24.
Nyala, you recognize this shape, and then you brush your hand over some of the rock that you stand on, and even though there are no clear lines, it is shaped rock, and by this it is shaped by rock folk. This is shaped by people of the elemental plane of Earth. And you remember a very, very similar shape, a giant surround, like a Colosseum type thing that surrounded a portal that you traveled through to your realm. But it's like the tower has been placed or grown or molded atop of the portal. You know that you should be able to proceed to the front of it, go in, walk your way to a portal in the center of this kind of Colosseum, and you'd be able to travel between planes. But in your way, sitting almost plugged into the top of this Colosseum, is this writhing wall of flesh and teeth. And then it'll change. The muscles will flex, and a new mouth will open in it, and a tongue will loll out of the side of the mouth, then kind of pull back in, and then there will be like a vestigial arm that will try and push out through the wall, and you'll just see the outline of a hand, and then it'll kind of just sweep back into the wall. The tower in itself rises about 120 feet up above you. You see that there is a smaller tower atop. You see that Rook, you can make this out. You can see that there's a plateau and then a slightly smaller tower atop this main structure. That is where your keen ears are still picking up the screeching from the very, very top pinnacle. Can everybody make a perception check as you look at this weird thing?
19.
17. I'm running really well tonight.
Beauty. Flipping heck! Look at this.
24.
This is beautiful. Right,
Hello?
so you all notice different things. Right. Nyala, you notice this kind of strange, like it's been plugged in. You notice, as you kind of are focusing on this tower, that your necklace is pulling down. Wants to go beneath the tower. It wants to go underneath. It's drawing you to the base of the tower. Rook, you look up to the top. You not only notice the higher peak, but you see something on that first plateau, the kind of first flattened bit that you make out. You see some piping machinery, Rook. You see machinery that looks like the machinery in your arm.
That's where they are. That's where we need to go.
Bishop, your order have trained, and Arden, your order have long trained about the undead and how to defeat them for your various reasons, your various means and methods of dealing with this. Bishop, you are keen to a certain tang of blood in the air when it is infused or when it is used for magic. Bishop, you feel that here. It's almost like a wafting in the breeze. You smell blood magic in this place. And Arden, you're torn. Stones beneath your feet. They look familiar. Something of home about them. Something, maybe not the stones so much, but the way the building is designed. The shape, the very outline, the silhouette. It's very disturbingly familiar to you. You remember a church, place of worship, back home. And this is that silhouette perfectly, but not of brick. This is of flesh and teeth.
Can I just clarify? Are we talking about Brohurst or are we talking about Canoes?
We're talking Canoes.
Ooh. Okay.
This 15-foot wide ledge seems to run around the circumference of this circular tower. It is 60 feet plus the bricks, so probably about 65-foot diameter to circumnavigate. You appear to be at the back of it with nothing but a great big drop below you. What do you do?
Only way is up.
So you're climbing the back of it or attempting to move around the front?
Oh, well.
What shall we do? Do we wait here?
I'm going to go and can I sneak and see if I can peek round and see what's around the front before deciding whether we go up or back?
I will let your stealth check hold. You walk towards the front, Arden, edging round. Do you put how do you do this? Describe.
So I'm literally going to hug the. This is going to be grim because of what it fucking is. But literally hug and stay as close to the exterior wall of flesh. You okay? Sure. Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry. Yeah, so literally I'm just going to hug this horrible exterior wall of flesh. I kind of just back to it, like just slowly make my way around as much as I can. Just keeping an eye out, slowly, step by step.
As you kind of get about 3/4 of the way round, you start seeing that plane open out before you. And you can see almost like an arcade from this end that runs between these pots that are gradually being filled with meat. You see standing outside the main thoroughfare that leads to the front of this castle or tower, a ginormous skeleton, a giant skeleton holding a scimitar that is as long as your body. And it seems to be focused, just standing, rocking slightly, looking straight down this thoroughfare. You see to either side of it 2 trees that are, at first glance, you think they are like blackened, twisted trunks. Then you realize that these are not blackened, twisted trunks. This is a collection of blackened and charred bone that are joined together, and hanging as fruit from the tree are skulls that snap and bite at particles of dust as they go by, but none of them seem aware of your presence.
Slowly back up. Oh, actually, one last thing. The skeleton, is it wearing anything? Does it have, doesn't have, like, is it just a giant skeleton, like, with a scimitar, or does it have, like,
There are
hauberk or any kind of satchels or belts or pockets or anything like that?
there are tatters of remnant of stuff. What is it you're particularly looking for here?
I'm just seeing if there's an opportunity to pickpocket anything that might have information, but I'm not sure this particular
can
being might.
Make a perception check.
Natural 20 or a 24.
See from its raiment. And this is a creature from Canoes also, quite obviously.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Or it once was. You can very clearly see a symbol on it that you recognize of the Cold Raven clan. Now, the Cold Raven clan are a group of orcs and giants and a clan of Northlanders. Even for Canoes, they are in the high north, and they are barbaric. They are based on whoever can punch the hardest is the ruler type kind of arrangement. And this is one of their skeletons. Well, they have the fragments of their identification about.
Yeah, I'm going to start making my way back around to the others.
Okay, you do.
What was it saying your story wasn't relevant here?
I didn't think it would be, but I still don't think it is. I just think this has reached all 4 corners of Earl.
What was it again? This
These
is
things
getting
were going
personal, my dear.
space-time. They were able to get to all sorts of places, so it seems like they're picking undead up from all over Earl, not just Frohast.
This
They're
isn't
dropping
just a
shit. They're
death.
dropping
This
shit.
is a
They're
whole
dropping
building,
shit.
my dear.
It's a copy of the building.
Are you sure about
Copy.
this?
Oh,
You return to
fine.
your fellows, Arden.
So very, very heavily guarded.
So up.
A lot of eyes out front, I reckon. We get out the climbing gear. We carry on with the pittons. We carry on up. We scale. Doesn't seem to be many people watching the ocean. You'd have to be fucking mad to come here from the ocean anyway.
You climb.
We climb.
Everyone in agreement?
I mean, yeah, Yellowstone is dragging her down, but she would just notify everyone about it, because for now it's not a big concern.
What's
We can always
again?
come back down, but going.
I was just saying that Nala would notify that the stone is dragging to
Oh yeah, pulling them to the
bottom.
I think we start at the top and we can make our way down.
Yeah.
Who's
Rather
leading?
than starting at the. Well,
Rook's-
if we.
Rook's just gonna straight up just start climbing.
Well, hold on. Let's do some safety here and tie ropes to each other, so that if one person falls, we can try and all brace and stop them from falling the entire way.
Rook,
That's
can
what the
you-
climbing kit's for. Everyone has it, right? Everyone has a climbing kit. Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
but if we're tied to each other,
Yeah.
we can pull up a fallen person.
Rook, a D4, please.
A D4.
To see how many enemies we're gonna fight. 'Cause that's what I
3.
did.
3.
3 Litches on the roof. And that's like,
Fantastic. That's brilliant. You begin to climb. You make your way up, and it's a peculiar feeling as this building flexes and strains its muscles, and then new shapes form out of it, and it becomes something and then is not something, and then you can sort of recognize like forms that you would recognize on animals and then on humanoids, and then some muscle structure that you would never ever be able to comprehend. Abominations of twisted sinew. Rook, you're leading.
Mhm.
You reach the top. You're about to put your hand over. Describe this moment to me.
As I kind of get closer to the top,
Yeah.
I kind of signal everyone else to kind of like stop. And then I kind of very, very slowly kind of just poke my eyes and ears up.
Okay.
What do I see?
You see the back of a figure dressed in tatty robes, who faces away from you, looking down this thoroughfare of horror, of pure, careless, unfeeling manufacture of golems of flesh. They have their hands raised to the clouds above. But you see no... Make an Arcana check.
Shit. That's another one.
Here we go.
21.
21. Rook. You look at this person and they are making all the gestures like they are casting the most dire magic. They sweep their hands to and fro and gesture to the sky and push their hands up and out and gesture wildly. But you see no magic surge from their hands at this moment. But you do see to the left of them what you focused your eyes upon as you climbed. You see a machine made of the same brass that exists inside your arm, that same goldy, coppery material. And it is, imagine what would like a ballista is the best way to probably describe it. But at the end, there is no missile that would be launched from it. There is a sheer glass prism on the end. And this is kind of rotating and pointing into the sky. And from it, the lightning shoots and rips and tears open these, unzips the fabric. And out come these beasts, swoop across. And then it shoots it the other side. And they vanish back into the other thing. Okay. You can also look up to your right and see the extended secondary roof. And you hear that screeching even worse now. You're closer to those wormlings, those dragons. And you see another piece of machinery on the roof here. Two great big balls like this on top of brass columns. And from this, you see the smoke and fog arising and forming this swirling cloud all around that coats this place in darkness.
Okay. I am going to slowly and kind of quietly pull myself up onto this first rooftop. Still signaling the rest to just stay there for, like, give me 2 minutes.
Okay.
And as soon as I get on...
I will give you one other thing, sorry. Before
Okay.
you decide to move on to this place,
Mhm.
you can see that it would be easy to shuffle sideways and get to the secondary roof.
Okay. In that case, then, I'm going to, before I kind of pull myself up, who's second? Who's after me? Bishop. I'm going to kind of look down to Bishop and then whoever's below them, and kind of mouth, but also kind of like whisper, give me 2 minutes. The rest of you shuffle along, go up to that second tower, free the dragons.
Okay, we got you.
And
you want some backup?
No. And I look at them all individually. Trust me.
Okay.
I'm going to undo my rope and slowly pull myself up onto the platform. I'm going
Silently, your feet pad down into this soft flesh.
Seeing that he's not casting, but it's coming from this like prism thing. And seeing that it's like made of the same sort of stuff that I am, I'm gonna walk over to this ballista again quietly.
Yeah, your stealth check is counting.
I'm going to pick up, like, grab the crystal prism thing.
That hangs far over the edge of the tower.
Okay.
You could get to like the back end, the controlling it, like where it's pivoting, but the end sticks over the edge.
Okay. In that case.
So if it's like this,
yeah.
George, you can't. This is like over the edge. But
okay.
This bit here where it pivots is like, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So in that case, then I'm going to get kind of to a position where if I were to interact with this figure, which also, do I recognise anything about this figure?
It is the figure that you fought in Kakanzax, most
Okay.
definitely.
Oh,
Okay.
You rolled for where they were in the building as well. That was your D4 roll.
Fuck. Okay. So
Just
I'm
happened
going to
this
see,
way and it with there.
seeing that he's not actually casting anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to very quietly take out my hammer.
Closer and closer you get to this machine. You see transparent piping connected to the back end of this ballista.
Okay.
And through it, you see flowing blood.
Okay.
It goes in one end, runs through this machine, out another, and these two pipes come out through the very ground of this tower, like they're bored into the floor below.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to quietly take out my hammer, hold it over the in pipe, and I'm going to call over to him. This figure. Explain what's going on right now, or I will break your little device.
How far round did the rest of you get while Rook was sneaking forwards?
I mean, you tell us.
I say
Yeah.
I'm going
Yeah.
so slow to give them chance to get round.
Okay, let's say that you have, at this point, climbed round. Each of you, hand in hand, up to this upper ledge, pulled yourself over the teeth. The top, you see, in a cage made of the similar brass as the machinery looking down below, two white dragon wormlings. Their faces are contained within again, like a transparent container. And they are strapped down, and there is some sort of probe that is pushing against them and making them scream. And when they scream, their ice breath, their dragon breath that is innate to the white dragon kind, is sucked from each of their maws and dragged through the machine into these two orbs, and then it is jettisoned from these orbs into the air. And it is their very dragon breath that is creating these clouds of darkness over such a massive space. And you then look down and you see your barbarian friend proceeding along, draw their hammer, and then beckon to this figure. They spin at you, Rook, and you are greeted with the most hideous, twisted face you have ever seen, sapped of any form of life, but with a vague semblance of something once human, now desiccated, and all humanity pulled from it. Make me a perception check.
19.
Okay. Something's not right about the face. I mean, there was something not right about the face anyway, Rook,
Yeah.
but there's something. The way The eyes. The eyes are alive. There are eyes in the sockets. They are pure. And they are a light purple on the iris. And they peer out from behind. Through almost like a mask.
Do I recognize these eyes?
You don't recognize these eyes. I
So-
will let Bishop make a perception check at disadvantage because of the
Which would be
distance.
it would be a straight because I have my goggles on. Some bitch is always on. I don't like this. That's why I roll fucking great.
You like this?
I would say like blow on my dice, but I don't fuck. It's digital. I'll do it anyways. All right. Oh, it's not great. It's a 17.
It's high. They don't look up to you. They haven't seemed to have noticed you on the roof because you haven't beckoned to them at all. Bishop, there's something in the way that this figure moves. That you didn't fight them at Kakanzax. You were miles away in the ways. There's something the way they hold their hands and they turn and look at your new companion, Morok. You've seen this person before. You saw them when you passed through the gate town of Southbridge.
Wait, the what? What? The what?
When you-
Something what?
When you travelled down through Gregdon,
Uh-huh.
and then you reached the ice bridge. At the top of the ice bridge, there is a town called Southgate.
Yes. Looking at the map.
Yep. And there is 2 towers, and there is a bridge, several bridges that go across between these 2 towers. And when you pass beneath through the gates, you saw a figure standing upon from a distance, but they had very distinct movements.
Mhm.
Very slight manner about them. And when there were other traveling companions with you, and when you asked someone who was around, like, who's the person on the bridge, they replied to you, that's Tustin Fenric.
Tustin Fenric. How you spell that?
Tusten
Ten.
Fenrik. Fenric.
Okay.
Tusten, Tenn on the end of the
Oh, N. All right.
November. The end. And they told you that is the Prince Regent of Mordensow.
Prince Regent of Mordensow.
And the
You
current
giving me such a gift. I wanted to kill of royalty.
and the current at that time, how far back away? And he was the current ruler of the kingdom of Frohast.
The current ruler of the.
When you passed through, he was the ruler of Frohast. He was the. Now, a Prince Regent is a person who takes place of a king when a king is like incapacitated, like normally when the king is unable to perform duties, but maybe still be alive.
Yeah.
But is taking the role of ruling a kingdom.
I'm a bitch. Okay.
But you definitely just recognize, like, the way when they laid their hands upon the banisters, you could see them like hundreds of feet above on this great tower. You just recognize it instantaneously with that 17. You see them. but they look like all their finery has been torn to pieces.
Like degenerated over time.
Yeah, and then you see that the face is not their face, but their movement is very much their movement.
Mhm.
And you probably wouldn't pick up that there's a thing on their face, but it's just not their face. But you recognize the person instantaneously. Rook. They turn to you and say, "Do I know you?"
I don't know. Do you? Look at my face. Surely you must not get many bugbears around here.
I don't recognize you. You aren't being dropped into one of my pits.
Well, I'm not dead yet.
Neither some are they. And he gestures and you hear the scream of someone as they fall into a pit. Soft, wet crunching.
Ah.
Thank you.
No. I'm not being thrown into one of your pits or taken through one of your rips in reality.
Oh. Really?
Because if anything happens to me, I destroy your little machine.
Oh, that. It's nearly served its purpose anyway.
Nearly is good enough for me. So why don't you tell me what's going on here, and I'll leave you be. Hell, might even help you.
Help? Why? Why would you help this occur?
I'm going to... So, in the arm that I've got my axe, no, my hammer, I'm going to take out my axe and expose the metal in my arm.
Roll some damage for that, please.
Yeah, what would you like me to roll?
Whatever your axe would be.
Oh, yeah, just the axe.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. It's fine.
You open your arm and reveal this glinting metal beneath. Ah! Fine workmanship, isn't it?
It is.
Fine devices.
What was that, sorry?
Fine devices.
And
Combination, just magic and rule and majesty.
I
No.
can't...
The
Well,
combination of machine, flesh, and magic. That is truly power.
and I imagine it's no mere coincidence. The stuff that is flowing inside me, moving inside me, keeping me upright, is the same machinery that you use here. That can be no coincidence. Therefore, I'm offering you the chance to explain what's happening in offer for my service.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. 17.
Versus its 12. You persuade it. For a moment, you hold its attention. They are simply of the same manufacturer. This is a machine. That is a machine. That is a... Points up and sees the gang atop of the higher peak. Oh, friends.
What's
Um,
up, bitch?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, I think you may have outstayed your welcome.
Can I do something really crazy to try and prove to him that they're not my friends?
Yeah, you may.
Watch him throwing axe at me. I already fucking
I'm
know
going to
it.
throw my axe
I fucking knew it.
at Eljara.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it. They bear the symbols. They are the ones that would be most abhorrent to this undead realm.
Not Arden, the one who could catch it.
27.
Yeah.
Ten.
10.
Would I be allowed to? No.
It's
To
not
catch it.
targeting you, is it? So
And
Mm,
can she make me a Constitution saving throw?
can. Oh, 14.
Just makes the save. I'll recall the axe. They are no friends of mine.
So these, and you are here. You wish to be part of this.
Just tell me what this does. And then I'll decide whether I wish to be a part of this or whether I wish to just leave you in peace and go about my day.
This opens portals. This specific portal is to a realm known as that of the Shadow Vale, where I have spent many years after being abandoned there. I made my way back to here. A strong portal here, fluctuating, but needed focusing to be able to draw these beasts from beyond. The blood you see flowing. Oh, such beautiful blood. Do you know of a blood hunter?
I'm aware of blood hunters.
You know what magic their blood holds.
I've seen it.
Here we are then. All the focus it needed.
It's clever.
Oh yes, I am trained and read and stole, murdered my way here. And
Then
now, Flowhurst will see what a true leader is.
and surely every leader needs a great lieutenant.
Yes, it would appear mine. And he peers over the edge at the skeleton that's in the front yard. Is not as great as I thought.
Evidently not. And it would seem that you and I are alike in paths. We have both been abandoned for many years. We have both clawed, stole, murdered our way to where we are now.
And what would be in it for you?
Answers. It's all I wish is knowledge.
Knowledge. I have shed loads of that. And these? Destroy them. And we may have a deal.
As you wish, but you leave. You leave it to me.
Very well.
These fools think that we are allies. I used them. I used them to get here, to pledge my allegiance to you.
A noble gesture, I'm sure. But, as they say, the proof is in the pudding.
Exactly.
The individual spreads their arms. They levitate from the floor and fly 10 feet out from the statue and hover above the garden below. And they say, continue. And that's where we're going to end our session for today.
God, I have one question though.
Can't we play for like an hour, 30 minutes? You know, that
I
whole
have one
time.
question though. From the moment we went on the platform and see the dragons, and that, has it been 10 minutes?
When platform has seen that, has it been 10 minutes? Maybe. Why?
Fabricate.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
George approved.
George
we
has
lost
done
Rook. Did you do that on
yes.
purpose, do you think?
Maybe. Because what I want to do is cast Fabricate on the cage and the whole area with the dragon are,
Yes.
and basically just shred to pieces the whole installation.
To unfabricate something, fabricate it into a different shape.
you know what Celia needs? The mana magic something something. So she could just quicken stuff like that.
I
There's
don't.
a
I'm
magic
not a
adept.
sorcerer.
I will
There's a
say
feat.
that you are starting to peel the bars of the cage open and start
Okay.
revealing. Oh, sorry, you're right.
Here's we thinking that you were just making a dramatic exit.
No.
That's like damn.
My internet just dropped. Last I heard, he levitated 10 feet.
Yeah, so he levitates 10 feet out and says, continue. And that's where we're going to end the episode. Although, going on is Nyala is kind of defabricating the bars of the wormling's cage. It's like bending it outwards. Is there anything else anybody would like to prepare at this point?
I would like to have activated my right of dawn the moment Rook drew his axe.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my damage now, so I can remember. I might have done it on my long turn, and I also would have taken Queen's Feather out as well.
And what about Arden? Is there anything Arden's doing to prepare?
See, I want to think that this is just Rook bluffing. I want to.
Nah.
But
Nah.
I want to believe it's Rook bluffing, but knowing George, he could have been playing the long game this entire fucking time. I'm going to cast, or it's not cast, I'm going to use further emboldening bond on Iljara, Nyala,
yourself.
Do it on myself, do you reckon? Not you?
Yeah. Nah. If anything, you're probably gonna be the one to go after Rook.
Yeah.
Straight out so that you can stun him and hopefully knock him off.
Not necessarily knock him off, but hold him off if that is the case. Or at
Do
least
that.
put on a show. Okay, I'll do it on myself then, yeah. So
Mhm.
Jara, Nyala, and myself, I will put an emboldening bond on.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Make a note of this, everybody. So
and
you
Yeah.
know-
then, yeah. And then I will also do I? No, I won't. No, I won't. Not just yet. Just in case shit goes sideways and I need them. Right. No, that's all I'll do for now. Emboldening bond. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck. There's nothing I could do to help really get the dragons out, as far as I can tell. My
Jara
attention is currently fixed on this
Jara's
individual.
just been slammed in the shoulder with an axe, a returning. So they will be probably like grasping their two-handed weapon, and they will. What would they do? I know what they will do.
Summon
I know
Celestial,
what they will
hopefully.
do. No, they will not take an action.
Oh.
Rook,
Mm-hmm.
they see you throw this axe at them, and it impacts with the full force. They incite you at 19.
So saying you want me to roll deception?
If you're trying to deceive them, then yes, this will be your front, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
So if this is putting on a show, deception.
If you're telling the truth, persuasion.
No, because he's not trying to persuade Ijara. The whole thing
Okay,
is a
so
deception of some sort. So they want to see through it.
Mhm.
I got a 17.
Okay, so I see. What's the story?
As soon
Do you want to message this to each other, because that would be between
Yeah.
Aljara and Rook,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
rather than
I'll
us
keep
knowing
it
whether
even.
it's real or fake.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's have it.
Because
Let's have
then
it. Yeah.
me and Pete can have a chat.
Yeah. Cool. All right. We'll
And then
stop it here,
Aljara can share with us whatever we need to know, if needs be.
Yeah. In those split seconds between battle commencing and hell on earth, I think.
Can I mention as well?
Mm.
I don't know whether that'll make any difference, but he rolled a 17, right?
Yeah.
My passive insight's 17.
Oh shit. Mine's
Oh.
15, doesn't make that much of a difference.
Mine is 17 also.
Oh, so
So at this point, actually,
come on then.
No, so me and Pete need to have a chat, and then I will tell you what you see at the start of next session.
okay, all right, then. All right.
That's
You
such
better
a
be here
awesome
next
game.
week. You better be here next week. I am
No, because
going.
it's not next week because I think I'm flying that day, so I don't think I'm here next week. So.
Tomorrow?
So
So
the next one is Boxing
can do-
Day.
I promised family that
Yeah.
I won't. The
I think
Boxing
it's
Day
New
is off
Year
the
because
So
card.
it's going to be in the new year.
oh, let's
What
save
a way
So
to
you-
end the
so-
year, though.
So Pete can't do the 19th. Boxing Day's out the card, so it will be the 2nd
maybe the 19th. We'll
of
see.